First of all, welcome back to the Selfcare Revolution podcast. Okay, this is episode 43, but I stopped counting episodes and we're just going to go with the title for now. Okay, I realize nobody's searching for my title number. All right, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. Welcome back to another great episode. And today I'm excited to talk about this topic because it involves, well, all of these topics really involve me because little do y'all know, I'm just trying to keep my life together, and you guys are just invited to come along. Okay, I'm sharing the tips and the tribulations and the wins and things like that happen along the way. But I'm really doing all this for myself. Okay, now I just turned 49 this year. Yay me! Okay, hold the applause. All right, but in saying that, I am embracing it because I never really thought about what it would be like to get older, right? Like, how are you aging? Like, you, in your mind, you think that you're still 25 probably, but you're not 25 anymore, okay? And odds are your body has let you know that as well. But today, we're here to talk about how the Daily 5 can help you in embracing the fact that you are aging, okay? Aging gracefully, okay? That is obviously what we all want to do, but what does aging gracefully look like? What is it not? Okay, because I need to go over what is self-care and what's not self-care as well. But today we're talking about aging, and we're also in the second half of 2026. Okay, so I feel like this is a good halfway point for the year to like assess where you are with self-care and why the Daily 5 is your best accountability partner. Okay, the accountability partner you never knew you needed or whatever, but you need to incorporate these things that we're going to discuss today. Okay, are you a Generation Xer? All right, and are you a millennial? Because those are the two groups that I'm going to be speaking directly to today. And I just found out about Zennials. Y'all can look that up. I qualify as a Zennial. It's like a period in between where the millennials and the Generation Xers like overlap. But listen, we're the last of the Mohicans, okay? We didn't have any of this digital stuff. There was no algorithm or anything like that for us to figure out anything. We had to use encyclopedias to actually write papers, and the physical encyclopedia had to be at somebody's house, okay? Nobody knows about that better than us. But then we also know how to use this technology in the digital age. All right, we're coming into AI now, which AI has been around for a long ass time, but we're just really getting into it. But my point is, if you are in that time frame of Generation Xers, millennials, or like I said, that group called Zennials, like listen. This is why the Daily 5 is needed, because before there were all these, programs to change your body and join this training program, join this 8 weeks, do this. We went outside, okay? We moved our body, okay? We got good night's sleep, all right? We drank from the water hose, okay? Hydration. We paid attention to the basics and we were just fine, all right? You didn't need a whole bunch of outfits. You didn't need a whole bunch of equipment. You didn't need all of that, okay? So we're going to talk more about that in this episode because, like I said, I'm talking to my people that are, like, with me in the aging process, okay? All right, good. I am embracing the process. Like I said, I enjoyed my 20s. I enjoy living, right? And so I'm also enjoying aging because certain things come with aging. But I'm going to tell you right now, your self-care habits show up as you are aging. So this is no better time than to make sure that you start to pay attention to them if you're not. Okay. So let me look at my notes because clearly I don't remember them off the top of my head. Okay. So today I said we're going to talk about aging gracefully, what it actually looks like day to day, right? Like people say stuff and they throw it around all the time, but it's like, how does that actually look? What are we doing? Not for no highlights or anything like that, but like, what does my morning look like? What does my day look like? What am I doing, right? And so, but first I want to talk about what aging gracefully is not. it's not pretending that you're 25. Okay, I know you still feel like you're 25, but it is not pretending that you're still 25. All right, it's accepting reality. That's part of aging gracefully. It's not fighting gray hair or fine lines. Listen, that is a part of the aging process. You don't need to feel ashamed to have to cover up your gray or try to make it seem like the wrinkles aren't there. Like, you're supposed to have what you have as you get older, okay? Because, I'm going to tell a little story. I used to work with somebody, right? And I did not know the color of their real hair because they were dyeing it. Now, don't get me wrong, it was cute, right? But it was more of a shocker when I realized, oh my God, that's not their real color hair. You know what I'm saying? I know a couple of people can probably relate to this. If they know me, they're going to think it's them, but it's not you. Okay, it's not you. But yeah, like, don't cover up the natural things that are going to occur. I got some grays popping out. I actually have found this one long piece of gray hair. I think it's right here. Anyway, it's going rogue right now, but I have some gray sprinkled throughout and I am embracing it. Okay, that's what happens when you're on your way to being, in your 50s. I'm not in my 50s yet, but my point is we're close. Okay, we're knocking on the door. Okay, so aging gracefully is not shrinking yourself to fit into different groups either, right? It's not trying to be where you feel like you used to be. You know what I'm saying? It's really about who you're becoming and not who you were. Like, you're not the same person you were 25 years ago. Like, face it. You have different goals. You have different expectations. You just have different plans. Okay. So you are not that person anymore. So it's not about shrinking yourself where you used to fit. Okay. That's not what it's about. It's about showing up fully for the season that you're in, meaning what's happening right now. What does your work life consist of, right? What is in your life? What is that? That's what you need to work to show up for. And I'm going to tell you, the Daily 5 is non-skippable, all right? It's just non-skippable. We're going to go through each pillar, right? Hydrate, nourish, move, rest, and reflect. Because I want to tell you how it directly ties into embracing the aging gracefully process, okay? I don't know, I just made that up, but maybe all those words don't need to be together, but the point is, embrace it. Don't fight it. Don't fight it. You know what I'm saying? The first thing, hydrate, right? Now, this is one of the things that shows up first when you're aging gracefully or not, okay? How much water you drink is definitely going to show up in your skin before anything else, all right? So it's the cheapest skincare that you could find out there. So you definitely want to make sure that you are drinking more hydrating drinks than non-hydrating drinks, okay? Are you actually drinking enough water, or are you just running on coffee and alcohol? Like, you tell me. I don't know. Nourish. Okay, now, as we get older, we need certain supplements and things like that. We want to make sure we get our protein and all of that. Like, it turns into this whole science project some of the time, okay? I like to keep it simple. I take a multivitamin, and I do indulge in sea moss from here and there. I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, okay? Now, I could probably benefit from some other supplements, but I'm still in my learning phase on some of those things. And I like to keep it as natural as possible just because I don't want to be taking something that I don't know what it is. Okay. Which brings me to this. I tried those Grooms gummy bears. They're like a superfood gummy that's supposed to have like super greens in it. It's supposed to have 60 ingredients, 21 daily vitamins and minerals. And I did try those. Now, I will say this, that because it's a sweet thing, it will make me remember to take my vitamins. Because one of the things that I do always fail at is sometimes I forget to take my vitamin if I don't set an alarm or don't set like a reminder. You know what I'm saying? But I tasted those, the fresh strawberry version. I love it. Yes, they ate that. Okay, whatever it is that they do with their fingers, like this is 8 in sign language, so they ate that, and I ate them too. So I'm gonna see how it makes me feel over the next couple of weeks. I did try the firecracker flavor as well. Didn't like that one, but I will get some more of the fresh strawberry original flavor or whatever. So y'all let me know what y'all think if y'all have done that. But anyway, we're talking about Nourish, right? Paying attention to the food that you're eating. Okay, what you eat at this age hits different than back in the day. All right. Like, I don't know who's still eating McDonald's. Hopefully nobody at this age, but that is not doing anything good for your body as you age. Okay. Nobody really should be eating it, but it's just certain things that you just can't eat and they don't hit the same as back in the day. Okay. But you're going to benefit from real food. Real food does something that fake food can't. Okay. It gives you energy. It gives you vitamins and nutrients, and your body definitely recognizes the difference. Okay. So pay attention to what you eat. All right. Now, the next one is self-explanatory, but I just want to give a little bit of tips because I don't like to work out. Okay. Movement is the next pillar that we're talking about. I don't really like to work out, but I do like the results of the things that I've been doing, okay? Strength training is a must, all right? Strength training is a must. As you age, you lose bone density, and you have to build that back up, okay? So I'm focused on strength training this year because I like the results, all right? I do need to do more in the Nourish department, especially when it comes to sugar, because I'm a sucker for a sweet treat. But they don't work together with workouts. So that's not, we can't do that. But anyway, you have to start looking at movement at this age as, maintenance. See, it was right there. Look at movement as maintenance and not like a punishment. A lot of people be like, oh my God, I'm about to go do, and when you do that, you're literally like, imagine if you was going to pick up a friend and y'all was getting ready to go out to a restaurant and they were like, oh my God, every time I go there, this, that, and the other, and this, and this, that. Would you want to go to that restaurant? No, like your body is listening to what you're saying. So look at your movement as maintenance, not a chore, okay? Not a chore or punishment or whatever. And remember that you're not trying to look 25. You're just trying to be stronger in the season that you're in, the stronger at the age that you are. You're not 25, okay? So you're not going to look 25. And if you keep trying to look 25, you're going to look crazy trying to do that, okay? So just be yourself, you know what I'm saying? And the whole point is to feel strong at the age that you are, not trying to look 25, all right? Now, this one is something that I debate about all the time because I know a lot of people who be like, I'm going to sleep when I'm dead or whatever. I don't want to hear it because rest is necessary. You use your phone every single day, but you know damn well you got to charge it so that it can work properly for you the next day. Your body is the same way, okay? Rest looks different than back in the day. Back in the day, I used to be able to go out, go to the club on a Thursday night, party, drink, get home, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, go to bed, get up, and still go to work. If I go out on any night, okay, work cannot be the next day, okay? Just, it's different now. I just, you know what I'm saying? I need my sleep. I love it. I look at it as I'm plugging up. I'm plugging up and I'm resting from all of the things that I've done during the day or whatever. So, you need to start You need to start really paying attention to your body's needs. And if your body is begging for rest, don't force yourself to power through something, to stay up and do this, to burn yourself out when it comes to sleep, because that causes a lot of other health problems that we'll get into another video. But my point is, rest is a part of aging, okay? Rest is a part of aging well, all right? No matter how you look at it. Don't nobody want to see you walk around here looking all tired. It's not a sign of slowing down. It's actually a flex to be able to go ahead and say you get your rest, all right? And once you start getting your rest, you will be so glad you did. You will not turn back, all right? The next pillar is reflect, all right? Now, all of these things that I'm talking about, this is just the 5 things that I make sure I put something in these buckets every day. And it looks different all the time, all right? But anyway, we're on reflect. This season requires more awareness than any other season, all right? We know more than we used to know as we were growing up. So we're going to have more awareness instead of less. The more you know, the more you can't unknow. I don't know. That makes sense to me or whatever. But think about who you're becoming, not who you used to be. That person has lived their course. You have evolved. You have learned. You're becoming a new person. So who is that person? Okay, who is that person? Not who you were. And I feel like the halfway point through this year is the best time to just check with yourself to say, where am I ignoring myself at? Where am I ignoring my basic needs? Because then I would just want you to ask yourself, why are you ignoring your own basic needs? Like, we can fight about it in the comments, but why would you fight to be like, oh, I don't want any more sleep. I don't want to be more hydrated. Why would you not try to put something in those buckets every single day? I don't know. It's you. It's you, okay? You're the most important person. So why would you do that to you is the point. All right. So with all that being said, aging gracefully is not a look, okay? It is a daily practice that you cannot skip. The major 4 pillars of self-care that the Daily 5 hits are physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional self-care, all right? I came up with the Daily 5 to be like, okay, how can I do this every day? Okay, so every day I have to put something in the Daily 5 bucket. I got to get a good rest, okay? That's how it starts. Get a good rest. Make sure I focus on hydration, right? Making sure I focus on eating real whole foods. Making sure I focus on moving my body every day. And moving my body every day doesn't mean I do a 55-minute workout daily. It means that sometimes it's a stretch. Sometimes it's a strength day. Today it was a hit day. I did a 30-minute hit that really was like a 25-minute hit if you think about the stretching before and afterwards or whatever. But the goal is not to even finish the whatever it is that I'm doing. The goal is to commit to that 30 minutes of movement. Okay. So however that looks. Tomorrow is my hill intervals. I have a hill near my house. I'm gonna walk up and down. Well, the minimum I can do is up and down and up 4 times. I can add on to that, but I cannot take away. But that's my movement for tomorrow. Okay. So movement, and then the last one is reflect. Whatever your prayer and reflection life looks like, okay, that's on you. But everybody needs some time to at least reflect on whatever it is that you're doing. How are you treating yourself? Where are you with your daily self-care tasks, whatever that may be, whatever that looks like for you, okay? The Daily 5 is what I came up with so that I can incorporate self-care in my day daily. All right. Like I said, y'all are just invited along in me trying to get my own life together. All right. You can download the tracker for free at selfcaremattersdaily.com. All right. If you need help remembering or figuring out how to put self-care in your life daily, because nothing else matters. You're not going to be able to show up to work, to whatever it is you have to do as your best self if you're not paying attention to some of those things. Okay. So grab that tracker if you need it. You know what I'm saying? And I'll see y'all next week. All right. Take care of yourself in real life and share this with a friend who needs to put some self-care in their life. All right. I'm your girl, Demita, and I'll see y'all next week. Peace.